Conan O'Brien is a once-in-a-generation comedic talent. He's one of those performers who, just by showing up on camera, can bring a smile to my face. Now, the guy is a solid interviewer and has given us plenty of great sketches over the years, but my favorite segment of any of his shows has always been the remotes. During these segments, he ditches the late-night format entirely and goes out among the people. From messing with random folks on the street to learning how to do an interesting job. The remotes have always been the apex of Conan's comedy career to me, and there are literally hundreds of absolute bangers in this catalog. Today I'm going to count down a few of my favorites. Too lazy to do a top 10, but a top 5 just wasn't enough, so here's the top 7 best Conan remotes according to yours truly. Number 7 is Conan Visits the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Museum. Anytime you put Conan with reenactors, it results in comedy gold. The dude's a history buff anyway, but this one has always stood out to me. First, there's the often bizarre niche merchandise that the museum sells, like Emancipation Proclamation shot glasses and Lincoln's Last Night, a porn parody about the late president. But the best part is just how awkward all these Lincoln impersonators are. Like, ostensibly, these guys are performers, right? But all of them are total charisma vacuums. And the funniest moment, when Conan gives one of the actors an opportunity to send a message to Steven Spielberg, who, at the time, was in early production on his Lincoln biopic, and the dude starts plugging his socials.
Camera and make your plea to Steven Spielberg?
Mr. Spielberg, check out my website. Lance presents a...
Oh, my God. My website?
Number 6, Conan hangs out with his interns. This is an example of how a bare minimum premise can turn into something special in the hands of Conan O'Brien. The title says it all. It's just him getting to know some of the people who are interning at the show. And yet it's entertaining as hell, from going full Sawyer from Lost and giving them funny nicknames to a soap opera level betrayal from Conan's longtime assistant and current co-host Sona to a few improv exercises near the end. It's simple, but it's charming, and it works.
Say it.
I once went to a bar and drank too much and couldn't drive home, so I sent interns the next day. This was a long time ago to pick the car up, and I may have said that I needed them to pick your car.
She just walked away. She walked away. There's people out there that think Conan O'Brien had too much to drink and couldn't get his car.
Number 5, Conan tries commercial acting. One of the best kinds of people you can pair Conan up with is someone who takes their job way, way too seriously. And that is certainly true of the commercial acting instructor in this segment. There is visible irritation on his face the whole time, which just adds to the comedy. Everyone has talked about how fucking annoying advertisements are, so it's strange to see someone treat this nonsense material like it's a Kubrick film. And just watching Conan slowly get more and more under his skin is hilarious. From not taking the asinine direction seriously to ad-libbing constantly, although by far the funniest part is when he has Conan audition for a car commercial. This bit pops into my head once a day.
Driving along, and all of a sudden, this bike messenger hits your car.
Number 4, Conan visits the Halloween store. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum from that last segment is this more laid-back remote from the autumn of 2012. In it, he visits Cinema Secrets, a pop-up Halloween store in Los Angeles, and it seems like a cool place, like a SoCal version of Spirit Halloween, but with more variety. There's the jokes we all tell at Halloween stores, like the costumes that are just legally distinct enough to avoid a lawsuit.
Chef wig. This is not a Donald Trump costume. It's a You're Fired wig. Great series here, the douchebag series. This is Knight douchebag. You got Pirate douchebag, or just douchebag.
I also thought the bit where he finds out why the fake beards and wigs are so expensive is incredible.
Why are these so expensive?
Well, some of them are made out of human hair and some of them are like...
Wait a minute, wait. There's some of these up here that are human hair? So this isn't a costume store you're running. This is a serial killer's dungeon. Now here's...
To the undisputed highlight, the part where Conan finds a not especially flattering caricature of himself and decides to try it on.
I'm still on the air. Why are you all laughing at me?
Conan becomes a Texas deputy. The regionality of the remotes is often what makes them so appealing. It's cool to see Conan get immersed in a different, often tightly knit community, and in their own way, a lot of these are educational. That's never the main point, but it helps add to the experience, in my opinion. Now, this two-part segment is an example of a remote that excels at both. Putting him out on the street is literally always a good idea, but my favorite part is firearm training. That bit could have been its own segment. I was always a fan of episodes when Conan would venture outside of LA, and the whole week he spent in Texas stands as a highlight to me, mostly because of this. 2. Jack McBrayer at the Wiener Circle. Some of you may be crying foul, as technically Conan isn't actually in this remote. I can already hear it. What, none of the Jordan Schlansky saga made the list, but this one that shouldn't even count did? Counterpoint, this is one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen. For those who don't know, the Wiener Circle is a kind of local oddity in Chicago, a hot dog stand where the whole gimmick is that the employees scream insults and obscenities at you. Now, taking famously polite, submissive character actor Jack McBrayer and throwing him into the lion's den is already a great gag, but it escalates. Jack is pretty quickly shouted down and removed from the Wiener Circle, but threatens to come back with a friend. That friend, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. The result is magical.
Into you in your mouth. Do you kiss your pimp with that mouth? You know why you guys work for tips? Because no one will stick the whole thing in. Words matter. Seriously. Yelling at people like this for a living. How do you sleep in your car at night?
Triumph was always one of the funniest characters on any of Conan's shows, but when he hosted The Tonight Show on NBC, the character was muzzled quite a bit, toning down the swearing and just generally making the character toothless. But by now, Conan had left network for basic cable, where morals were looser, and the character's return in this segment is nothing short of, well, triumphant. And number 1, Conan plays old-timey baseball. This is sort of like a combination of everything that makes a remote great. I already said how anytime Conan is with reenactors, it results in hilarity, and this segment from his late night days has long been my personal favorite. Where to begin? First off, the idea of people reenacting old baseball games is so odd and fascinating, even without one of the best living comedians riffing on it. I quite enjoy the part where Conan takes aim at the antiquated language of the 1800s. But nothing beats the actress playing Nell. Again, I've already said when someone takes their job too seriously, it's like catnip to Conan. And this woman, who is so feverishly devoted to her character that it's basically the same as painting a big target on her forehead.
Farmer? And your father?
My father's passed.
Sorry.
For now, I know this was a bit of a departure from my channel, but I just wanted to talk about some shit that made me laugh. T-Quint1 signing out.